I think I would like to probably say that in a fist fight, the thing about Dr. Callie Torres is she breaks bones for a living.
Yes.
So I'm kind of going with Callie in a lot of categories, actually, because the bone breaking.
My money's on Callie all the way down the road.
I think so too. Although I've got to say, somebody you did not mention, Dr. Izzy Stevens, did grow up in a trailer park and is pretty scrappy.
She would probably win in any fist fight.
And she would win in, I think, almost any fist fight too. And I think it reminds me of the High Noon segment.
Yes.
In the episode of the season,
where Izzy thinks that Callie wants to fight her, and she's all ready and sort of all, you know, got her whole sort of street girl thing going on, and kicking off her shoes and her earrings.
Does the whole thing. She gets all ready, and it turns out there's not going to be a fight. But that was always sort of a fight I kind of wanted to see.
Yeah, Izzy could probably kick anybody's
to tell you the truth. And I got to be honest about Meredith and Christina. I just don't think they'd have a fist fight. I think both of them would lose the energy before they started fighting, and they would probably drink tequila.
Yeah,
instead.
They'd have a drink off.
They'd have a drink off. They'd have a fist fight with drinks.
And
Meredith might win.
Yeah. McDreamy and McSteamy? I don't know. McSteamy's worried about his face. Derek's worried about his hands.
And I also sort of feel like, although McSteamy clearly works out, so does Derek, but Derek might get you with his mesmerize. His hot mesmerize.
Or his hair.
Or his hair. His hot
hair
mesmer
might be
hair.
a secret weapon.
So I think it'd be a toss-up.
Mesmer hair.
His mesmer hair.
That's awesome.
It's great. So I think it's a great question, Tony, but I think as you can tell,
it doesn't have any answers.
It doesn't really have any clear answers, although I hope that helped just a little bit.
What's going to happen for Rebecca and Alex is, or as I still call Rebecca Ava, sometimes I call her Jane Doe, but what's going to happen is heartbreaking and sad and interesting and really going to show us a different side of Alex. And I think that I could tell you what it was, but we don't do that.
It'll be a lot more fun to watch it.
Yeah,
although fun may not be the right word, but engaging, interesting, engrossing to watch.
Yeah, and I think you'll learn so much more about Alex while watching it, so that'll be really good. But I can't tell you what's going to happen. Gizzy creeps me out. George and Izzy are kind of awesome. Zorge is a really interesting pairing to me, and I think that they have great chemistry together, and I really enjoyed the fact that we got an enormous amount of reaction to them being together that ran the gamut. That was interesting. People either loved it, some people hated it, some people thought we're starting the apocalypse by allowing them to be together. But I actually found them really charming, and I think they had really great comic timing. And what I loved about their relationship was, it was sort of what happens when two best friends decide that they're going to try something different. Not necessarily the greatest love in the world, because you already love them, but maybe you're not in love with them. The timing was wrong for both of them. She wasn't over Denny. He was trying to get out of his marriage. He had failed his intern exam. I mean, all kinds of stuff is going on. So I feel like that relationship was a way of healing something. And whether or not we explore it again in the future is an open question. In the episode that's going to air next, we have a really lovely reintroduction to what's going on with Bailey and Tucker. And I feel like what I love about it is we didn't layer it in as like a long 3-beat story. It's this slow build of a thing that's been coming that we tell through the baby, which I love.
Great.
And then the resolution of what that conflict brings, the way that resolves itself in the finale is fairly interesting.
Yep.
And it's really about being able to see the whole picture. So I'm excited about that.